Oh, I don't know about that. That didn't work. Let's see. Let me just level. Kind of warming up into it. That doesn't work there. That last chord's a little weird. Ah! Ooh. All right. I felt like I was really cooking earlier today. So I did like 2.5 hours of guitar playing. And once I got warmed up into it, I really felt like I was getting good over this track. And now I feel like I don't know how to play anymore. So it might take me a little bit to kind of get warmed up again. What's going on? Chen. Oh, nice guitar skills. Well, I'm glad you feel that way because I felt horrible about that. Chavez, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I wish I was Jimi Hendrix, right? Oh my goodness. Why don't cats play poker in the wild? Because there are too many cheetahs. That's crazy. Nirvana, always Nirvana. Yeah, that's cool. Sure, why not? Real quick. Right? Yeah, there's a little bit of Nirvana. Okay, yeah, here we go. Is the screen flipped? The screen is flipped. Yeah, because it's got my phone facing the other way. I haven't figured out yet. To flip it the other way, I have to get like a special thing for it. Anyway, I thought I'd try a new angle today. So check it out. This is my studio. I got my Friedmans here. Got my Mesa TC50. My equalizer, got my Helverine. I'm actually running through my quad cortex down here on the floor. Oh yeah, you can see that. You can see my pedal board and my quad cortex. That's the main thing I'm running through. You can see some of my favorite comics. Check this out. I got this for my birthday. A dear friend of mine got me this. This is X-Men issue 25 from like 1968, roughly. I am really, this is the earliest issue of X-Men I now own. and I'm super grateful for that. And then my brother-in-law got me this signed picture of Blink-182. So I'm like, man, I'm living hot right now. I don't know Pirates of the Caribbean. Cool, you get an American Fender, sweet. Should you buy a Les Paul? I don't know. Eventually, I'll get a Les Paul. I don't. It's kind of low on my list. Maybe when I turn 50, I'll buy a Les Paul, like the way an old man should. But I don't have a strong desire for one right now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna jam over this a little bit more. Try to figure out kind of some better phrasing for it. This is a backing track I found from Michael Wagner Guitar called Melodic Mixolydian Rock in D. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, that didn't work. No, that note does not work over that chord. Let's see, what if we try... Nah, that doesn't sound good. Oh, I know. All right. Let's go on this next go around. Here's what we're going to start with. Let's see. Maybe I don't lead with that. No. Let's try. I can't get that lick right now. Let's try it again. We'll get it again. I really want to get that in time with that. Okay. Let's go on the next round. There was! Now I need a break. All right. Yeah, we got it. All right. Who's out there looking for a touring guitar player? I'm looking to tour. I got a couple of possibilities coming up, but yeah, if anybody knows an artist that is looking to hit the road and they need a guitar player that is dependable, rock and pop. I can do some like country rock a little bit, but I'm not like a straight ahead country player. But anything in like the pop and rock world, I'm totally down for. Can you do doo-doo and set chords according to you? Oh, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm not quite. You're just asking me to do like a certain strum pattern. Can I play the King of the Hill theme song? No, I could learn it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't know Blinding Lights off the top of my head either. I have played it before. Pedro Mana, Everlong. You know, I can't. I got to do drop D for that, and I'd have to grab a different guitar. This guitar, if I put it in drop D, it's gonna mess with the tuning stability, because I've got my bridge set to floating right now. Right? See if I can get it good. There we go. Interesting. Whole lot of love. Let's see. I need like a little bit less gain. Let's see how this setting sounds. That's it. There's whole lot of love. Anyway. Oh, my tone is sick. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. So what I'm running is in my quad cortex, I'm running a Morgan SW50 quad neural capture, and then through Fender Twin speakers. And then I'm using right here, this is just like a tube screamer. And this is an Eric Clapton Strat that I have just like done the works on, and just kind of, it's not even really a Clapton Strat anymore at this point. So that's kind of like a nice low gain. Right? Kind of a thing. And then we can go a little bit more rockin' in the bridge pickup. Right, so that's a nice sound. And then I can do like a little bit more gain. That's really too much gain for that. But it's just the right amount of gain for like Blink-182 inspired stuff, you know? Right, so some riffs like that. Here's a fun riff I wrote quite a while ago, but I haven't used it in a song yet. So that's the kind of the riff that I always play to see if I've got the right tone. Another riff I like to play to kind of test that tone is name that Blink-182 riff. Yes, I know who shot. Yeah. Paladine. I do know Paul Gilbert and Sean Lane. Yes, Sean Lane is a Texas guy. But yeah, yes. The camera is flipped. No, I'm not left-handed. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. I am actually left-handed, but the camera is flipped. Extend that riff by 2 notes in the second phrase. Well, if I add 2 more notes, I could. It wouldn't be in 4/4 anymore. Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know what 2 notes I would add. Yeah. Do I like Polyphia? Look, Polyphia, they're very talented. I think I'm probably too old for. I like a lot of new music. I really do. If any of y'all have seen any of my YouTube videos, I do. I mean, my last 2 videos are from old bands with doing new songs, Green Day and New Found Glory. But like I did a Sabrina Carpenter video and Olivia Rodrigo. So I do like a lot of the newer artists that are coming out. But what was the question? Oh, Polyphia. The way they play is just not totally my cup of tea. I play more like Satriani, Steve Vai. Those are kind of the cats that I dig that play at those high levels. Of course, I love like classic rock. I love guys like Clapton and Hendrix and Jimmy Page and AC/DC and all that as well. But when it comes to like the high octane stuff, I tend to like your Satriani's, Eric Johnson's, Steve Vai, that kind of stuff. And Polyphia just play in a very different way, a very modern way that I thought was kind of cool at first, but maybe just because I didn't grow up with it, it doesn't resonate with me. So when I go to like my shred sound, I tend to be more like Satriani. And like Greg Howe. Greg Howe is a huge influence on me. I have a lesson with him in a few weeks. So I tend to play. Greg has had a huge influence on me. I play more like that. In Polyphia, I don't know how you define their sound, but I don't play like them. I'll tell you who I do like of the younger guys. I like Pliny. I saw Pliny live. He's really cool, and I like. I was pretty into intervals for a while. So Aaron Marshall. So like of that new generation, I didn't really get into Animals as Leaders or Polyphia, but yeah, intervals and freaking Pliny. I dig them. Been caught stealing. Oh, Jane's Addiction. That's fun. Do I prefer Metallica or heavy metal? Well, if I can only listen to Metallica or all the rest of heavy metal, Metallica every day. I love Metallica, man. Yeah, man, Metallica just kick total butt. And their newest album, 72 Seasons, is amazing. So if they're the only rock/metal band I could listen to and never listen to any other heavy metal, I'd be cool with that. I'd be all right with it. How many years have I been learning to play electric guitar? I have been learning, Oscar, for 27 years. So I've been teaching for 17 years, and I have been continuing my own learned journey for 27. Anyway, I'm going to jam a little bit more. Let's see if I can get any better. Ah, kind of fell apart there. Um, okay, so kind of hit or miss in there, but hey, that's the whole point of jamming. If I was playing live, I wouldn't be trying all that. I would usually when I play live and when I record, I meticulously kind of write out a roadmap of what I want to do. But when I'm just jamming, I'll kind of explore and I'll try new things, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But thanks for hanging and watching. Yindor says, "Hey man, let's see. I'm actually a jazz player, but I'm a big fan of metal music. So can you recommend some metal songs to practice?" I mean, it's hard because metal is so all-encompassing of, because you've got like Metallica, which are a little bit more like rock and thrash based, and then you've got like Megadeth, which I like a lot of the classics. So I would recommend Metallica and Megadeth. If you want to really challenge yourself, Tornado of Souls by Megadeth, Battery by Metallica, and then if you want to go, and then Pantera, you got like Floods. Floods is great. If you want, let me see. In terms of like, I don't know, sound off, chat. What else? What else in terms of metal? If we want to go like more modern, Slipknot. Slipknot's great, as well as, golly, who else is great? I'll tell you who I don't like. And it's not for me. It's not that they're bad, but I heard about Sleep Token for so long. And then I finally heard Sleep Token. It's not for me. It is not my jam. Oh, thank you. I'm talented at improving. I think you meant improvising. I don't know how much I'm improving, but improvising is kind of a weak skill of mine. I think I'm better at writing music than improvising, because writing I can really take my time, but trying to just make stuff up on the fly is pretty exhausting. Honestly, it's fun, but I think it's probably my greatest weakness as a musician. I think. Do I know any Ghost songs? Oh, Ghost would be, yeah. That's a great metal band, but I don't know how to play any. Van Halen, yeah, gotta love Van Halen. Yeah, my first like tapping lick I ever learned, like that kind of a thing, and then Greg Howe showed me kind of how to tap like this. And then one of my favorite licks that I came up with, I like that one a lot. And then in my new song Frog Hopper, I've got a tapping lick that's very Greg Howe inspired. Right. So I like doing tapping stuff like that. Yankee. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hi. Whoa. Cool streams. Jimmy Page, Led Zepp. Yeah, man. You can't ever go wrong with Jimmy Page and some Led Zeppelin. I'm a little out of tune. Let me fix that. If you guys got questions, throw them in the chat. Oh, I need to start practicing my 90s music. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I got a 90s show coming up this weekend. But today I'm mostly focused on just improvising. All right. Let's see what else we got from Zepp. Here's my clean sound. Let me see. I don't remember the rest. Right? And then how's the solo? I don't know. I don't remember the solo to Stairway. I also really like, go to my riffage setting. Right? I'm not a great singer, but whatever. Oh, can you please sign one song, please? I'm not sure what that means. Buenos Aires, awesome. Alberto, cool. From Argentina, that's awesome. Ramble On, I don't know Ramble On. I should learn that. What advice can I give someone who's struggling with the phrasing? All right, yes, this is a great question. Here's what you want to do. If you're struggling with phrasing, vibrato number one. I think I have a video on my YouTube channel about vibrato, and I have I've got a great PDF that I spent a lot of time on, a one-page thing of like, here's all the steps to having great vibrato. So listen to the difference. I'm going to play something without and then with vibrato. Let's stick with the key I was in, like D Mixolydian. So here we go. Okay, no vibrato, whatever, sounds fine. Now, night and day difference, right? So every professional guitar player that I know, we've had this conversation of like, what separates an amateur from a pro? And we always say the number one thing, vibrato. If you get your vibrato down, there's that. Then start getting slides. So I take that same phrase. Now we slide. You start adding some slides, and then we start adding some bends plus vibrato. So those are, in my opinion, the three main things that you need. And then the final thing that's really underappreciated is rhythm. You want to have good groove. So like if I'm playing to this backing track, if I just play like random rhythms, and there's no groove. So we want So those are the four main things to phrasing that I would pay attention to: your vibrato, slides, bends, and rhythm. And you just got to do it a lot. You got to do it a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, huge difference. Yes, you're very welcome. My rig. Yendor says, "What's your rig? Do you use any effects, units, pedals?" Okay, so here's what I'm running. Despite the cool amps, I'm running all fake stuff down here in my quad cortex. So I've got it's all fake, right? But it's a neural capture of a Morgan SW50 amp, and then I've paired it with Fender Twin speakers. And then in terms of effects, I'm running a Carl Martin Greg Houselick box. I've told you guys, those who've been here for a little bit, that Greg Howe has been a huge influence on me. I've been taking lessons with him for like 10 years. Big fan of his playing. And that's his signature distortion pedal. I have put that distortion pedal in the quad cortex. So the quad cortex, you can capture amps. I've got all of these amps in there. I still kind of, even though I have these great amps, I prefer the Morgan SW50, which I don't actually own. And then you can put distortion pedals in there. And then I've got a little bit of delay. You can hear that echo. And then I've got a little bit of reverb as well. And that's all that's there. I also am a big fan of running the whammy pedal, right? And then my wah pedal I've got in there. So we got the wah pedal, and then I have like a basic clean funk sound. So we got like, oh, and I have a little compression on everything. And by the way, this has taken me years to figure out. So I remember like before I really knew a whole lot about sound. I still feel like I'm learning a lot and don't know quite a bit, but when I first started learning, I basically just knew like distortion and delay. So compression took me a long time to understand like how to use that. So I always have a little bit of compression, which just kind of helps to even out the kind of the signal there, right? And then I've got I call it clean EJ, like Eric Johnson style. These are my Eric Johnson pickups, and this has some chorus on it as well as delay. So those of you that are familiar with Eric Johnson's style, I don't know what I'm doing there. Let's see. So you get some real nice, pretty, I mean, what I just played was horrible, but you get some nice shimmery kind of sounds. Man, I think it's time to change my strings because I am out of tune again. Sorry about that. All right, pretty close. And we are back, baby. Oh, yeah. What's up, chat? Let's see. Pink. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce that. But you said so lovely, and you said hi. Thank you. April Wine and BTO played Montreal last night with the Headpens. Oh, that's cool. Hammers, yes. Simple Acoustics says hi. Play some funky chonky. Or better, some Sean. Dude, I can't play Sean. Dude, I can't play Sean Lane licks. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't play Sean Lane. Can I play Little Wing? Shoot, man. I used to know Little Wing. It's something like, let's see. How does it go? I don't know, man. I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember Little Wing. I can do some Hendrixy type stuff. Big fan of that kind of a thing, you know. That's fun. Great time, he says. I'm back. Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, cool. All right. Last minute questions. I'm gonna hop off here. Great to see you guys. GNR, the only Guns N' Roses I know. Now I'm too loud. Right? Yeah. Duality. I don't know duality. I think I probably need like a 7-string guitar for that. Bliss. Yeah, no, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, great to see you. Like and subscribe if you dig hanging out with me. Check out my vids on my YouTubes. I've got a lot of song tutorials as well as like general tips for practicing and also some stupid stuff. Free course in the comments. Or in the description, my 10 free warm-up course, and then check out my new song, Frog Hopper. Bye!